I'm falling to pieces. Ooh, I'm falling to pieces. Well, I was. Pieces is my title today. The other day at the wedding, there was a time when everyone was outside, so I found the food table in the basement inside. I got a nice plate of yummy food, and I found a secluded table in the corner where there was no one, and I decided to sit down and eat. I sit down and I get my plate all ready, and I get the fork into the food and the fork halfway up to my mouth, and I hear, "Oh, there you are." Oh my. Anyway, it was a sister of someone that was another girlfriend to my friend Bear. One of the many. And she said, "Oh, well, I recognized you and blah blah blah." She looks and sounds a lot like her sister, and it just kind of brought up a lot of ill feelings and stuff. I mean, I have nothing really against these people. They're privileged people. They have a lot of money, and more money than brains. So, did I say that? The cat said that. I didn't say that. He's a ventriloquist. But anyway, I kind of, later I cried, and I cried a lot later. That's one kind of pieces that I'm talking about today. The other kind of pieces, there's two other types of pieces I'm going to talk about. No, not that kind, you pervert. uh, One is getting things done. Getting things done. I took a class in time management once, and you say, "Oh, I don't have the time for that." No, you never have the time. You have to make the time. And that's what I learned from the time management class. And another thing I learned is you don't do everything at once. Like if a great big sausage sitting on the table, you can't eat the whole sausage at once. You just can't. You have to cut it up into pieces, manageable pieces to eat. And that's what you do with tasks like cleaning or most tasks, that you can do either at home or at work. You have to take them piece by piece. I was in the garage yesterday for 7 or 8 hours, and I didn't get much done. When you sit back and look at it, it doesn't look like I had done anything. But I did a lot, and I had several bags of trash. And you say, "Oh my gosh, there's things I had totally forgotten about." They're 30 years worth of stuff, and you forget what you've had. And I really don't need all that stuff. I need to declutter and wean myself down to hardly anything because I may have to move, I may want to move. Now, of course, I'll be all by myself. So, am I going to do it? The older you get, the harder it is for you to do stuff. So, I want to make it easy on myself. Yeah, I'm lazy. Yeah. Anyway, it was like the tip of the iceberg. I still have things to do, and hopefully we'll have a garage sale in the future before school's out so that I don't have neighbor kids messing around and stuff during the day. So that's where that pieces is. And the third pieces that I want to talk about is how I manage because I am extremely broke. I have no income unless I have an odd job to do, and that's it. I have no income. And what I do for food pieces, I'm talking meat. Meat is expensive, especially beef, and it's probably going to go up in price. They've some talk of mad cow disease in California or something, and it's always something. They put the fear in people on the news, and they talk about something so that they can later jerk the price up, I'm sure. Anyway, what I do is I don't buy prepared foods. I make all my foods. And also with meat, I buy, like bacon comes in long strips. You can either buy a pound or just less than a pound or something like that. What I do is I cut them into little tiny inch like an inch pieces, and several little pieces of bacon. It's like maybe 2 or 3 strips if you didn't cut them all up. But if you cut them up into little pieces, it looks like you have more. It tricks your mind into thinking you have more, which is good for me because I need to lose weight. And also, I buy, instead of buying hamburger meat or other kinds of meat, I find a sirloin roast, a really good tasty piece of meat roast. And hopefully you find it on the day of its expiration, or the last day to sell it at the store, and they mark it down. But the roast, when you buy the roast, it's a lot less per pound. What I do is I take it home and I slice it very, very, very thin, and I make small pieces of it. It tastes excellent. It's a lot less expensive, and I can grind it and make my own hamburger. So that's a trick. So those are my 3 pieces that I had to talk about today. And the last time I went way over the time. Oh, good. The time is much better now. I think Brian had an okay birthday. He went to see the Avengers movie. Said, it was okay. I had balloons up in his room all over. Tomorrow, actually today, it's slightly after midnight now, so later today I plan on doing more. I need to redo my resume and put more applications out, maybe look at the bicycle. I have things to do, and I will have to make the time to do them. Tomorrow's Wednesday, Whoop Whoop Wednesday, and I will have a doozy of a joke for you. But until then, upward and onward.